See, this is what we're not going to do today. You're not giving up today.
Welcome to Exquisite Nation.
Good morning, guys. Maddie Q here again, giving you another motivational morning speech. It is Tuesday, June 14th. Doing things a little bit different with the layout and title of the videos. You know, us new YouTubers, we gotta experiment and see what works with the algorithm, see what works with you guys. And I'm switching it up a little bit, but not too much. We're still gonna be on point with this motivation. And today our focus is on not giving up. A lot of times we give up. Giving up is kind of like taking a break. It's like a long break. A lot of us don't stay down. We bounce back, but when we get to that point where we're giving up, we are burrowing into that 9 to 5, giving up on our ambitions, giving up on our dreams. We feel like we can't make it. We're closing our online stores or shutting down our websites. And a lot of times we do end up going back to those things, or we end up going to something else because we're not satisfied with that 9 to 5. We are not satisfied. That was the whole point why we were venturing out in the first place, trying to find something new, trying to find something better. I know you're feeling defeated now. I know you're down, but you have to realize this is temporary. This is a temporary phase. You're not going to be feeling like this forever. This is only a moment in a lifetime. You can't let this moment make or break you. You can't let this moment decide your future for you. You have to push through the pain. You have to keep going. You have to pick yourself up and try again. Guys, I'm here. I'm on YouTube in my first few days. I am still sticking to the 90-day challenge that I'm challenging myself to do. A daily video, a daily video on this channel every day. I still have my other channel, Exquisite Mystic. You can check that out if you're into spiritual topics. Moving right along, I'm not giving up. Things are rough. It's a lot of work. I've been putting in work on my blog, and I'm here on YouTube every day. There are days I feel tired, I feel stressed out, but I'm still getting up. I'm about a week in on this 90-day challenge, and it has been more work than I anticipated, but it has been rewarding as well. I feel like doing this motivational speech every day, it's helping me to shift my focus like gratitude journaling was. And that's another key to not giving up. You give up when you're focused on the negative. Gratitude journaling helps you focus on that positive, as well as affirmations. Positive affirmations do work, but for those of you who have a hard time with the affirmations, you do have affirmations, which a few people have nicknamed them ask-formations, because you ask yourself a question instead of saying, an affirmation would be, I'm going to have a good day today. And you can switch it around to an affirmation by saying, how can I have a good day today? These affirmations force your subconscious to look for the answer to these questions that you're asking yourself. And you want to do these, I say, repetitively throughout your day. When I first started doing affirmations, I would say something to myself about 25 times. A lot of times in the mirror, if I had a mirror available, I would go to the mirror and say it to myself 25 times, about 3 times a day when I did the affirmations. I never did affirmations, but I would probably, if I was going to start, I would probably take that same route. Go to the mirror. You don't have to do the mirror, but it helps that you're looking at yourself. Look yourself in the eyes. Be proud of yourself. A lot of you guys are scared of your own reflection. You got to get down to who that person is in the mirror. You got to know that person, their dreams, their goals, their struggles. You can't just push that aside. A lot of you are more interested in other people than you are in yourself. And when I say you're being interested in yourself, I don't mean in a superficial way. I'm not talking about your physical appearance, although, doesn't hurt to keep yourself neat, clean, tidy, and presentable. I'm talking about who you are on the inside. You need to dig deep and find out what motivates you, what drives you. Why do you have the habits you have? Why do you have the bad habits that you have? Why is it that you feel discouraged by certain things to the point where you want to give up? You got to really get to know yourself so you can know your triggers and you can know how to counteract them. Guys, this giving up, this demotivation, it's like a poison is in your life, and there's always an antidote. And a lot of times, if you dig deep enough, when you see what is motivating you to feel so down in the dumps to where you just want to give up, when you see the real reason behind it, a lot of times you're just like, oh, that was it? Nah, I'm going to keep going. I'm not stopping because of that. Because a lot of this stuff is rooted in our early childhood. Somebody laughed at us in class, and that person who was laughing at us, they're now, they're nobody. They're down on their luck. Not that we should take pride in someone's misfortune. I'm not saying that, but a lot of you place so much importance onto somebody in your childhood, and that same person is like, let's say they might be the janitor at your job. Nothing wrong with that. It's a legit job, but you wouldn't let this person tell you you're a loser, you're nothing, you're unimportant. The person making your burgers at Burger King, you're not going to let them tell you you're nothing, you're stupid, you're unimportant. And that's where a lot of these classmates are, who made you feel so small and unimportant in your childhood. That's pretty much what they ended up to be. And you guys place so much importance on that person, and when you translate that into the present, okay, where are they? And you look at the people who are adjacent to them, you would not give them that significance, but you are still holding on to this incident from your childhood to where, the childhood version of this McDonald's worker is belittling you, and you're holding on to that, and that's why you want to give up today after you had a tough day at work. Nobody was listening to your suggestions for a new project or how to improve the latest project that you are feeling so small because you are still carrying around that baggage from childhood where you got made to feel small by someone who holds no significance to your life whatsoever right now. And if you were to just encounter that person right now, let's say you never knew them in your childhood, you never went to school with them, never had any contact with this person whatsoever, and you just happened upon them right now as an adult in their day-to-day lives, out shopping in the grocery store or working their job, and they tell you these same things that they told you when you were a child, but the childhood part never happened, you would be like, well, who cares what you think? I don't know you, you're nobody, yada yada yada. So you wouldn't put no significance or importance to that, but because of when it happened to you, that is something you want to hold on to. For what? I understand a lot of times when we're going through our childhood, we're trying to find out who we are. We are defining ourselves. We're trying to make a name for ourselves, not in the sense of how I'm trying to make a name for myself on YouTube, but making a name for yourself as in what you want to call yourself. You want to call yourself a winner or a loser in life? Do you want to call yourself a writer, an artist? A lot of times we are making those decisions subconsciously when we're a child, when we're in elementary school, when we're, around kids that aren't so nice. Some of us had parents who weren't so nice, and we are defining ourselves. We are creating a name for ourselves, who we should be, who we are in this world, how we present, how we should interact. We're writing all that up within the first 5 years of life most of the time, and it just isn't accurate at all. You got to let that go. You got to realize you defined yourself off of a lot of stuff that was like misinformation. A lot of it was garbage. You need to throw it out. I can tell you right now, you don't have to be this depressed person. You don't have to be this person that is giving up. You don't have to be this person that feels defeated. You can redefine yourself. You can motivate yourself to get back in the game and win. You can do all of that. A lot of these things are thought forms coming into your mind. These things are not your own. Tell them to get out. Observe them and tell them to go. And I don't want to make this video super long, but I just want to make sure that you guys understand that you don't have to hold on to these definitions that you wrote when you were so young you probably couldn't even read yet. You don't have to stick to that same role, stick to that same script. You can reinvent yourself. You can be a new person. Journaling is one way you can do it. Gratitude journaling. Stick to it. Key moments when you wake up and right before you go to bed. We talked about writing down a description of who you see yourself being in 5 to 10 years. Read that when first thing in the morning when you wake up. Read that right before you go to bed. And as you're drifting off to sleep, imagine that life. Imagine that person. Imagine that life. Think of ways that you could triple their output as you're drifting off to sleep. And that is one way that you can rewrite your subconscious, because you are in that brainwave frequency where you can overwrite your subconscious. When you first wake up and right before you drift off to sleep, you can rewrite your subconscious, all these preset modes that you set on the video game that is your mind when you were like 5 years old or less. You can rewrite all of that when you're rewriting your subconscious mind to be better than that 5 to 10 year version of yourself. So this is a quick little exercise that I want all of you guys to do. I do this myself, and see how that works. Maybe even do your own 90-day challenge. Do your own 90-day challenge where you're putting this into play, and you're doing this every morning, every night, and just see how much you can turn around your life in that time. Okay, guys, this has been Maddie Q from Exquisite Nation. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be right back at it tomorrow morning for another motivational speech. Have a great day.